Hi, my name is Allison Sasser, and I'm the Awana commander here at First Baptist Church of Fort Mill. And we are excited to see you guys either for the first time or back from us this summer. So let's get into it. First of all, to get the most out of Awana, I need parent involvement. That means not just volunteering, but also working with your kids at home. Please look through the book. Any student that doesn't know how to read especially is going to need help from you guys. There's just not enough manpower here that we can help every child, and so for you to get the most out of our program, I'm just hoping that you guys would help us by doing some of the work at home. That just means studying. Pick a time that works for you guys every evening, or maybe it's first thing in the morning, that you just go over the verse 1 or 2 times with each child. And if you do that all week, then they will probably be ready to recite. Now by TNT, they might be willing and more able to work by themselves, and that is fine. By that point, my kids were telling me to buzz off and do their own thing. So that is fine too, but the younger kids definitely need some parent involvement, which leads me to the other thing. We do ask that you volunteer at least once a month. That's really only 3 times in the fall and 3 times in the spring. I'm going to send out a sign up, so look for that in the email. You can sign up all at once, or as your schedule allows, continue to sign up at the time. If you guys have any questions, please text me or call me. You can also email me, but if you need a quick response, text or call is best. But thanks, I will see you and hope to get to know all of you this fall. Okay, this is the Cubbies entrance booklet. This needs to be finished before they move on to their main book. Okay, so this is the Cubbies handbook. I'm gonna get, here's Bear Hug 1. Cubbies especially need help from their parents. You're gonna read the story, and then they have 1 verse to read or to recite each week. You as the parent or guardian need to sign off if they are ready to say their section that night, and that signifies to us that they are ready to recite to one of our leaders, and then they will get a leader signature here, and then they get their patches here. They can also do the review from the week before, but we work 1 to 2 verses at a time. Feel free to ask me any other questions that you have about Cubbies. It's just a little bit of how we're going to work through the handbook. The schedule that comes out will show you which sections to do each week. It will be 1 or 2 sections that we work with through the Cubbies. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Denise French. I am the Sparks director here at First Baptist Church. And Sparks is for kids that are in kindergarten through 2nd grade. They will have the nice little red vest to wear, and they need to wear that every night that they come so their team earns points. They also need to wear tennis shoes for game time, because running around circles in flip-flops is not a good idea. They will earn awards that will go on their vest each night, and the way they earn those awards is by completing the activities in the books and saying their verses. The first thing they need to do is their Flight 316 book, and that is learning John 3:16. Once they have done this and had it signed off, then they move into their book. It is important to do everything in order, so don't let them skip around. You'll go straight through the book. The exception would be like bring a friend night, and sometimes there's a chart that needs to be done, so it's okay to keep going with verses, but they need to get those done before they can move on.
Hi, I'm Ashley Dodson. I'm the director of the TNT, which is for 3rd through 5th graders. This is the shirt they will receive. Their patches will go on here. They can arrange them how they see fit, either on the front or on the sleeves. We do recommend that you flip the shirt inside out to wash, and do not put it in the dryer or they all will fall off. For the first week, they're going to start with the Start Zone book. It has questions for them to fill out, and there are 2 different Bible verses that need to be done. They don't have to do both the first week, but they do have to complete all the sections. This is the first section for the verse, this right here, that they'll have to learn, and then at the end, there is another verse and section to complete. Once they have completed both of these verses, they will move to their main book, which looks like this. We're doing the Grace in Action book this year. To complete each section, they must do the bookwork. They also have to do the verse, but the bookwork is required. The required parts of the bookwork are the Start Here section that's at the very beginning, the Explore Bible Study, which takes the verse that they're working on and has them look it up in their Bible, learn what it means, find some cross-reference kind of verses, and then there's some discussion questions. The Silver Extra Credit is extra credit. They aren't required to do it to sign off on the section, but we do recommend doing it because it further reinforces the concept being learned by that verse, and they do get additional awards for doing that. The Go Kids is something you can just do on your own. We don't do that here at our at church as part of the program. And then to finish the section, there's a verse they need to memorize, and they will say it right here. These little icons show you the things that have to be done. So that's the Start Here, the Explore Bible Study, and then the actual verse. Gold Extra Credit we don't do as we're moving through. That's something the kids can go back and do if they finish their book. Those are additional verses they can go back and work on. Starting with the second week, you'll see a review section. They don't have to say the verse that night, but they should be reviewing it because at the end of the section, they have to say all the verses from that section all in one setting to make sure they really did learn them. So it is important that they continue to review. And you'll see it's on 1.2, but they can do this section anytime during the year, this Bring a Friend. There are directions for what to do on this paper right here. About how to bring a friend or inviting or extra verses. So that is independent and can be done at any time. But as for the rest of the book, it must be completed in order, except for the Gold Extra Credit, which you can do if the children finish the book before the end of the year. Thank you.